Well, we came back down to earth on Thursday. It was bound to happen. As they say, all good things come to an end, but they must begin again. And that's what we're going to do today. We keep going, man. Firing them back up for Monday Night Football to close out week 5. Let's go. Hey, Dave Loughren here on Twitter at Loughy_D. Give your boy a follow if you haven't done so yet. If you enjoy talking football, and hit that thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment down below. Let me know your favorite spots for that game. Appreciate you guys for doing that in advance. And let's get into the game. The Kansas City Chiefs, 3.5-point favorites on the road against the Jacksonville Jaguars. You know, the big thing here is that Xavier Worthy is questionable now. I think he's going to play, and the reports I've seen on X have suggested he's going to play as well, but he woke up yesterday with some swelling in his ankle. The thing is, though, he practiced full all week. So it's like, I think we just have to assume he's going to be out there, whether or not he's at full strength. You're just going to have to make that decision on your own. As of now, unless we get any updates, I'm recording this at before 10 a.m. Eastern time, I assume he's going to be out there and fine. Now, the Chiefs dominated the Ravens last week. This looked like the Chiefs team that we'd been accustomed to seeing in previous years when they're making, a perennial Super Bowl contender. Not the team that we saw through the first 3 weeks of this season, or even at times throughout the regular season last year. Getting Xavier Worthy back made a massive impact. Also going up against that Ravens defense didn't hurt either. I mean, look, the Ravens against the Texans yesterday, that was an embarrassing display of football at home. But at the same time, they were down almost every good defensive player they had. It's honestly hard to blame them. Last week's Ravens had some injuries, like Madubuike and a couple other guys on the defense were injured, but nothing like we saw on Sunday. Also, you had a good chunk of Lamar Jackson playing in that game, whereas Cooper Rush played all 4 quarters yesterday. Totally different spot. The Chiefs just dominated them. The thing about the Chiefs, though, and the reason I'm leaning Chiefs here, by the way, I put this play up on tails at -3 earlier in the week, and the parlay for this I put up before. I put this parlay up over on tails every morning before I record this video, tails.bet, or just use the link down there in the description. All of my bets are free throughout the entirety of the year. We've hit some monster plays already this season. We're going to see if we can keep it going. It won't be every week. However, we've been profitable, we've been up, and that's all we can ask for. Anything you never see on YouTube or on X will always go to tails, and everything you see here will always go there first. Why do I mention that? Because people who bet that same game parlay for the Miami and Jets game last week almost didn't get there on Garrett Wilson, because when I bet it, it was Garrett Wilson over 64.5 or 63.5 receiving yards. And I think he had 65, but other people bet it late at over 65.5. And we was sitting on 65 until that last play. End of the day, we all ended up getting there. My point is, get in early with me, and we'll have better results when we bet these boosts. Down there, tails.bet. Follow me. Everything's free. No credit card required. Come hang out. Anyway, I have a lot of respect, an immense amount of respect for this Chiefs defense. I really do. Trent McDuffie is just a stud, and he's included in he's a reason we're going to be betting one of these props in the same game parlay that we're going to super boost to 50% in a minute. That's the reason I kind of like him tonight, because Trevor Lawrence and the Jags, their passing game, to me, it just doesn't look right now. I like this team. I like Liam Cohen. I'll talk about their defense as well. But, you look at this, there is no quarterback, and I'm not blaming all this on Lawrence. I don't think he's been great, but no quarterback has had his pass catchers drop more balls than Lawrence this year. 13 drops through 4 weeks is ridiculous, especially when 3 of them are coming from Brian Thomas, who's supposed to be your sure-handed, most reliable receiver, and he hasn't this year. I think the most receiving yards he has in a game is 55, and he's had some massively costly drops as well. The other thing, though, is that Lawrence is 1 for 11 on deep balls this year. 1 for 11. And there have been no drops by the pass catchers on deep passes, 20-plus yards downfield. This Steve Spagnuolo defense does a spectacular job of taking away the big plays, not only on the ground, but through the air as well. That, to me, is a big difference today when you look at these two teams. Now, it would not be fair. None of this would be fair for me to point out without saying that the Jags defense has also been very good. You guys know, if you're watching my videos throughout the year, I've been saying this for weeks. That's why we bet them against the 49ers, right? Now, Brock Purdy didn't look great, but still, this defense looks good, and they're getting pressure. But Mahomes going to escape pressure as good as anybody, man. And I'm not saying he's got the most electric offensive line in the league, but they're better than we saw in the Super Bowl last year against the Eagles. As long as Worthy is out there stretching the field and giving Mahomes some opportunities to make big plays, I got to lean Chiefs here, -3.5. We did bet him at -3 earlier in the week. It was -115. You're getting the -3.5 at -110. I still like them a little bit more than the Jags here. It feels like the type of spot where the Chiefs can put up some numbers. Now, as always, guys, let me know. Are you on the Chiefs or the Jags? I'm just giving you the information I have. Feel free to do as you please with it. But I am going to give you a super boosted same game parlay on Bet365. By far my most profitable book. I actually went into my picket this morning and was looking at my results this year. And had it not been for the boost that I'm playing, it would have been a very average season. But so far, these boosts are putting us in a really good spot. If you're not on Bet365 yet, link down there. Get you $200 in bonus bets. All you have to do, deposit 10, bet 5. That's it. It's found money, essentially. Bet 5 on a $10 deposit by clicking that link when you sign up. Bet it on whatever you want. 200 in bonus bets instantly injected into your account. 21 years or older to gamble. Gambling problem, call or text 1-800-GAMBLER. Here's what I want to do. Okay. We are turning a plus 600 into, well, it's 20 because that's the max limit now for Super Boost on Bet365 into $200, right? On this 50% profit boost. And I'll flash the bet on the screen so you can see it yourself. I want to go Travis Hunter over 29.5 receiving yards. And I want to go Brian Thomas under 58.5 receiving yards in the same spot. We're going to parlay that with the Chiefs -3.5. Original odds are plus 600, but with the boost, the 20 is going to turn it into $200 if we win. Feel free to play it however you want, guys, but take advantage of these boosts. FanDuel has a 50% boost today. DraftKings has a 20% boost. Bet them all. It's the smartest way to do it. You can take a bad play and make it better. You can take a good play and make it great. That's the simplest way I can explain it. But I think this could be a spot where McDuffie spends a lot of time on Thomas. Thomas has already struggled. And I'm not being like, oh, he hasn't cleared this number yet all season. Yeah, he's still good, though, right? He's still good, and he can do this in any given spot. But I think the way that McDuffie, and honestly, their secondary in general, the way that they have limited opposing pass catchers, they've been excellent. And McDuffie, in my opinion, is the best, if not top 2, top 3 corner in all of football. I expect him to spend a lot of time here today. And if he does, the under 58.5 on Brian Thomas, which is a better number, by the way, than you're getting on other books. I'm seeing 56s, 57.5, is a spot I don't mind getting to. I know some of you guys don't love unders. That's fine. Travis Hunter over 29.5 receiving yards. He's still running a lot of routes, and I think he could see more opportunities in a game like this. For him to get the 30 yards against the Chiefs, running a lot of his routes out of the slot, it's kind of the spot that I want to get to, particularly against this Chiefs defense, where I think he may avoid some of the top corners on this Chiefs D in the secondary. And again, grab that with the Chiefs -3.5. We'll see if we can get back on track today after having a really nice week 3 and 4. And you know what? On the side street in the picks for every game video, we did quite well. We almost backdoored that Bengals one too, man. Had Jake Browning not taking a safety on the final drive. But as always, appreciate you guys hanging out with me. I'll be back here tomorrow. Come tune in tomorrow. Tuesday afternoon, it'll drop picks for every game for week 6. I tell you this because these lines move dramatically. We want to get in early as possible. That's what we do here. You don't want to be betting these Sunday morning or an hour before kickoff. Come follow me on Tails. I'll post them all there if you don't have time to watch the video. Otherwise, I'll see you back here tomorrow. Bye-bye.